Hi campers! Let's take a walk through my selfie planner. I have this set up a little bit differently than I think most people are setting theirs up, but I think this will really work for me and how I work throughout the day and what's important to me. I think that is the end goal for our planners after all, isn't it? Making sure that it works for you in the best way that you'll be able to use it past camp. So that's kind of what I had in mind for this planner. I was looking beyond camp and how I would use it after camp and also how would it fit for camp. So let's take a look at how I have it set up. So I've got all of my cards over here. I think most people will have similar. I've got some of these quote cards that I think really fit the theme of the camp, and so I leave these here. I think these were some of the best ones. These were the Reset Girl die cuts that I got, and these are two of my favorite ones. In this little guy, I made this little envelope. So in here I have some badges that I created from sticker paper, and I've got my weekly and my overachiever badges in here. Just a nice little place to keep all of them together. And then I have my DIY habit cards that I printed on cardstock, and so I have front and back. And also what I did with these is I punched them so that they fit right in the middle of my planner. So if I need them to stay in one spot, or if I'm journaling for something, or if I need them to be inside of my planner, I have that option. Otherwise, I can just slip them right here in this front pocket as well for easy grab. So I started off my planner with this journal card that I made, or this pocket card that I made. I thought this was really pretty and went along with the theme of my planner. And all of the paper and the snippets and all of the different tabs that I've created are all from a single paper pack. I created all of these by using this paper pack that I picked up from Michael's. I don't know if you can see it without the glare. But it's really pretty. It's a Southwestern theme. When I picked it up, I didn't really know what I was going to use it for, so I just have had it in my stash for a little while, and once camp started, it was very clear that that's what I needed to use for all of my stuff, and I'm very happy that I did. So I have this pocket card. It says Dreamcatcher, some really cute little sayings from the Reset Girl and some affirmations, as well as on the back another snippet that I cut from the paper pack, and this has the camp affirmation on it. So with this planner, I had to really think about how I was going to use it. What was going to be the most important to me, and what did I want it to do for me? Because I really do think that the planner should work for you and not the other way around. I think Corey said that today in her video, and I thought that was so true. Make your stuff work for you, and don't work for your planner or for your crafts or anything like that. Really make them work for you. So in reflection, I sat and I thought about really how do I want this to look. So I wrote down some notes and what I really needed out of it and what I would be interested in tracking, and so this is how I set it up. This first tab will be a self-care tab. I haven't quite labeled them yet because I want to make sure that I am utilizing it the best way I can before I label everything. So for now, this will be my self-care tab. Behind here, this one will say camp eventually. And this will include everything for camp. So my camp itinerary, my camp calendar, some of the more important notes from the welcome kit, how it works, some of the icons, as well as our contacts. In addition, I printed off the badge information as well as the badge tracker, again using my sticker paper for my badges. This sub-tab will be for health. Again, I wanted to kind of push everything self-care wise into one single tab. I thought that would be the best way for me to track everything. So behind my health tab, I have self-care goals, which I haven't quite filled in yet. But my plan for this page and this printable is to revisit these self-care goals on a monthly basis. So this page alone will be for July, and then I have printed out others and additional ones to do for subsequent months, for August, September, and so on. I also have printed out the habit tracker, and yes, I have been keeping track of it. I just have them on a separate page since I was waiting for ink to arrive today. So I printed front and back copies of the habit tracker. Again, we'll be revisiting these on a monthly basis, just as a way of holding myself accountable and tracking my habits throughout the rest of the year. Also intended for this tab is to put back here some recipes that we might like that are healthy, as well as anything else that's health related. This tab will be for exercise. I do have a Happy Planner mini fitness planner, but I'm kind of at odds with it right now, so I'm really open to try and find new printables or new ways to track my fitness. And I think that is my goal going into next week and the week after for Get Moving, to really find something that works instead of just settling for something that is not feeling quite right. So I'm on the track for some of those, but those will all go behind my exercise tab. Now this tab will hold all of my journaling and gratitude writing. I have this little card from the Reset Girl pack that some of my other cards came from, and I think what I'm going to use this for is to put photos, some of my favorite photos that really encourage me or that take me back to a special place. It's front and back, and I have a sprocket that will print off small pictures that are stickers. So I intend to have that in here for my journaling for inspiration. Otherwise, I have just simple note paper. I have a journaling board on Pinterest, and there are some prompts that I've been wanting to do, and so I think this is a good challenge to get into some of those prompts and really start that journaling journey. So behind this tab, I have my lists tab. And in my lists, I will have a sub-tab for listers, and this is the Listers Gonna List challenge. So I have some of these. I've got the prompts. I've written down my list, but I haven't quite stylized them just yet, but you can see I've started. Behind this tab will be Other or Other Lists. I intend to put some either bucket lists back here, or I also have Young Living orders that I put in for my essential oils on a monthly basis, so those lists will also go back here. Stuff that is really important to keep track of and make sure that I am replenishing in order to maintain my self-care. This will be my social tab. And the reason I have a social tab in my self-care planner is because I have two creative outlets that I'm currently using, and one is on Instagram for my planner account, and that's a wishful plan on Instagram. And the second one is a new blog that my husband and I are starting, and so I need to be able to keep track of both of those and jot down notes that I think about throughout the day that I may want to include in those two social outlets. So I have provided a social tab for these, and that's really only what this is for. It's not to do to keep track of social media and all that. It's simply for my creative outlets to have somewhere to jot down notes for. So I picked up these daily inserts. I thought they were nice. I might reconstruct the hourly section of it, but I really like that there was a to-do and there was a note section on here for every day. And I can just really dedicate that space to those ideas and thoughts that come across my mind. This tab will be my notes section, so this will simply just house extra note paper as well as extra grid paper. And then this final tab back here, this will be extras. So anything extra, all my extra printables will be housed back here. For instance, some of my extra habit trackers for the rest of the year, as well as self-care goal sheets for the rest of the year, will be housed back here. In addition to extra printables that have lists or anything else that I might find that I need to keep in a safe place until following months come around. I also have back here these little sticky notes. I thought these were so cute when I saw them at the store, and I thought the colors went really well with my theme and with my planner, so I picked them up. You can never have too many sticky notes, right? I also have a folder in here that I can keep all my extra stuff in. if I have receipts or if I have little notes that I need to take or whatever can go back here. It's just kind of a catch-all for small items that aren't punched or don't fit into any of these tabs. So it has that in the back. Also back here, what I like is that I picked up this notepad from Hobby Lobby as well. This is a Reset Girl notepad. What I really love about it is it's a pre-dedicated checklist. So anytime I need to write down quick notes or if I have an idea for a blog or something, I can quickly write it down and then file it as I need it. And this is pre-punched, so you can just pop it right in until you're ready to really finalize it into a spot. So that's how I have my selfie planner set up. And I hope it inspires you to try something new with your planner. I know a lot of us are still trying to set ours up, and so I wanted to just kind of give you an overview of something a little bit different, but still along the same lines with Corey's inspiration and how she suggested that we use some of the items in our planner. So I hope this helps, and happy camping!